And I've seen so many interviews of different singers when they mention about SD Burman, how great he was. I mean, it all says it all.
Right.
So,
do you recall any other anecdote, Dada? Anything interesting in any of the other recordings or rehearsals during those films?
No,
any picture of Shakti, if at all.
No, I have not been witness to much, except
or whatever Dad narrated to you. Your dad.
Yeah, so these are the.
इसके अलावा और भी कुछ अगर आ रहा तो. Could you just think? Aradhana, Anurag.
No, Aradhana time I never attended any of the recordings somehow. But Kati Patang I did. Okay. Anurag I did.
Anurag
Amar Prem.
Can you just focus on that?
Anurag I had gone for the recording of one of the songs.
Okay.
Anurag, yeah. I remember he had earlier told Pancham Da that I want... Which song I don't remember, but he had said that I want 12 musicians.
Achha.
And he came to the recording room and saw he counted 14 people. Said, Pancham, मैंने तो तुमको बोला था 12 musicians चाहिए, 14 क्यों है? So he got annoyed. Why you called 14 people when I said 12? So Dad realized that he has lost his temper. So quietly he told Pancham Da, उनको बोलो बाहर ही रहने को.
अच्छा.
उनको उनका फीस मिल जाएगा.
वो एक्स्ट्रा 2 लोग ना?
हाँ, उनको फीस मिल जाएगा, उनको बाहर ही बैठा दो. So yeah, paid them and did not utilize them.
And this happened during the recording of one of the songs for Anurag.
As far as I remember, it was that. I mean, so many years back.
Correct. So,
I think it was Anurag, yes.
Okay. So, what did Dad think of, these little things about Dada? And what do you think that came from? Ki, 12 unit chahiye ya is tarike se.
He thought of everything. No? He said, I need 12 musicians. Why should I keep 13 and 14?
So
that was
thought it through to that extent.
Absolutely. That is his.
Be confident about
the preparation. That इधर इतने इंस्ट्रूमेंट ज़रूरत है, इधर इतने इंस्ट्रूमेंट ज़रूरत है, इधर इतना. 2 extra musicians will add to the noise, not the music. That was, which is a fact.
Absolutely.
You play too many instruments unnecessarily. Everything gets lost then.
True.
So it is to know how many instruments are required. What is enough? That is the genius of that man. Which not only composing a tune, but knowing what instruments to use and how to use it. And that was the genius of that man.
And still being able to deliver that effect on screen,
Year after year. And most of his songs are everlasting, evergreen songs. So that was the genius of that man.
Your dad worked with 4 or 5 music composers, much of the body of work.
A lot of people.
मुझसे ज़्यादा भी होगा, but much of them would be accounted for by शुरू में हेमंत दा थे,
हेमंत कुमार,
रवि आए,
OP Naiyyar,
शंकर जयकिशन, दादा थे, पंचम थे,
लक्ष्मीकांत प्यारेलाल also,
Justin Anurag,
Ravindra Jain also.
Later on.
Yeah.
So how did he, if he's spoken to you and from his interactions, contrast their styles, and what led him to pick one over another at any point of time?
That I never asked him why he picked other people, but he loved the work of Shankar Jaikishan very, very much.
Right.
Jaikishan especially.
Right.
He was a huge fan of Jaikishan, and he thought he was another genius. He also liked OP Naiyyar's work very much. Pancham Da, of course. So basically his special 4 were SD Burman, Jaikishan ji, or Jaikishan ji and Pancham Da were probably equal for him. And then the 4th was OP Naiyyar. The others were there, but I mean, for him, these people were like absolutely geniuses, which is a fact again.
Which is true, yeah.
Okay. But I just know that Aradhana title he wanted, Dad wanted, I think, and that title was with the person who used to paint our posters.
Right. I know.
C. Mohan.
Right.
And Dad wanted that title very desperately. So he told that fellow, and he...
You bought the title?
No, he readily gave the title to Dad. And then when Dad announced the title, some distributors told him, "ये आराधना क्या होता है? ये title बदली करो, ये अच्छा नहीं title है." So Dad said, "आपको पिक्चर खरीदना है तो खरीदो, मैं title नहीं बदलने वाला हूँ. I'll go to some other distributor." So then he said, "Okay." And so that's how Aradhana. And then when it became a hit, it became the title of so many shops, so many buildings, and so many girls. I know at least 2 or 3 Aradhanas I personally know.
That name was suddenly a rage.
It became a rage. The same title which the one distributor said that ये Aradhana का मतलब क्या होता है, बेकार title है. So that title, so many buildings so many shops are named Aradhana.
With Aradhana music, people have named their children as something.
Yeah, and then when I made my dubbing studio, I named it Aradhana Sound Service. So.
Dada, when Doli Mein Bithai Pe Kaha, and also that was being recorded, you said you were in the recordist booth, right?
Yeah.
With Dada Burman and your dad. And were you there when he sang the title song for Aradhana? आराधना के उस गाने की रिकॉर्डिंग में आप थे क्या?
नहीं, उस आराधना के एक भी गाने के रिकॉर्डिंग में मैं शायद नहीं था.
Have you heard Dada sing at other occasions anywhere else at all?
No, only
in that recording.
Doli में.
What was the effect it had on you? What do you think of him as a singer?
Fabulous, of course. What a singer! Such a perfect singer, and so much. Depth in his voice when he renders each word. The way he sings each word, it just ubhar ke aata hai.
So very enthralling. It touched you deep down, right? Dada's voice.
Yeah, of course. He
went straight to pierce your heart.
Absolutely. Each word, each line, the way he rendered each. It's when you listen to the songs carefully, then you realize that how much effort has been put in bringing out those lines, because those feelings are enhanced with the way the person sings that song. Yeah. And then that's when it becomes evergreen.
Magic.
Yeah. SD Burman was a person who used less instruments, very few instruments, and got fabulous music. So the way, and very sweet music.
Okay.
That sweetness in music, he definitely scores maximum marks, I would say. I just had asked him about Roop Tera Mastana, because there was a lot of talk about Roop Tera Mastana being done by R.D. Burman. So I asked my father that was Pancham Da's hand in Roop Tera Mastana? He said no. Yes, one thing was there, that SD Burman had made 2 tunes. Both were very good. And he asked, Pancham Da was in the sittings. So Dad heard both, and then Dad liked both. So SD Burman said, "Okay, Shakti, which one do you want me to record?" So Dad asked Sachin Da, Sachin Da, which do you prefer? So he said number 2. So he said, okay, so then we'll record that tomorrow. And Dad was going down the steps, Pancham Da came behind him. Arey Dada, suniye. वो number 1 better है. So ठीक है, मुझे तो दोनों अच्छा लगा. बाबा को बोल दो. नहीं, मैं नहीं बोलूँगा. आप आ जाओ. Dad went back.
So pulled Dad back.
And Dad went and told Sachin Da, मैं दोबारा सोचा नंबर 1 मुझे बेटर लगा. हाँ ठीक है, मेरा ही दोनों गाना है. Okay, I'll do.
Thank you, Dada. Ashim da, thanks a lot once again.
Pleasure.
Wonderful spending time with you. Thank you.
Very nice, very nice. Beautiful.